So, declare a play only. 12 boards, 10 boards, 12 boards. Auctions given to us. So we'll take a look at that first as usual, just to try and glean any insights from the bidding as well as the opponent's bidding. And finally, talk a little bit about the bidding overall, as I usually do. So partner opens a diamond, we bid a heart. Looks good to me, especially if we don't have like some sort of preempt available. Like normally I would say you want to have some sort of method to show a weak hand with a major here. It becomes a little bit more valuable if you're opening lighter than if you're opening more soundly, as the Gib robots do. Because if you have a weak hand like this and your partner could have a weak opening bid, the opponents might still have a game. Or even a slam, for that matter, given that we have no defense. So sticking in a preempt can be useful. Anyway, diamond, a heart, a spade, 2 hearts. Looks like we've done kind of normal stuff with our hand. We've rebid our long suit, showed no interest in game. And wow, partner has a big hand over there. 17, all prime, no fit for our heart suit. So it's kind of understandable that partner might want to go a little bit low on this one. Jack of spades lead. Knowing these opponents, they are not leading away from king, jack, 10 of spades. So we can be pretty confident the king of spades is offside. I also kind of suspect that the 10 of spades is offside. The robots really enjoy leading shortness through a long suit and dummy, which, I mean, I say this every time. I don't understand why this is the case. Like, obviously, someone had mentioned to me that the robots weren't necessarily following that David Bird book on opening leads that I think I had referenced a while back. But if the robots are being hard-coded in to lead shortness through dummy's length, I think that's just bad defensive technique overall. You don't want to be setting up the opponent's suit, even if it might, on some occasions, get you a ruff. You instead would very much prefer to be setting up your side's tricks. So here, where clubs is the unbid suit, I think a club is almost 100% what everyone else would lead. Now, obviously, with this dummy, it looks like a spade opening lead is somewhat effective, especially if East has the king 10. With that said, I should probably stick in the queen. I mean, for one thing, maybe West is actually leading from king, jack, 10 of spades. I think that would be very weird, but I suppose possible. But secondly, I want to prevent East from being able to return the spade suit before I can get to work on trumps. Like if I win the ace of spades and take a heart finesse, West might be able to go spade, spade, and then a third round of spades, and I could be in an uncomfortable spot. So I really don't want to let them set up a fourth round of spades for some potential like trump promotion. So yeah, let's start with the queen. 8 of spades comes back. Okay. I mean, not exactly what we were hoping to see. So obviously East has blown up the spade suit in some way. It could be king 10 doubleton, and in fact it's kind of starting to look like it might be. Or maybe East was just hoping to give partner spade rough. We forgot about finding our 4-4 spade fit. Either way, I have to decide how I'm going to handle not only the trump suit, but when I'm taking the discard for my diamond loser. I don't think we need to do it immediately. So I believe my plan is just to cross to the club ace and lead a heart. Unfortunately, we don't have quite good enough spades where I can pitch a spade on the ace king of clubs. Because whoever ends up roughing in on the third round of spades, I mean, we won't be able to preserve an extra discard for our diamond loser is basically my point. So let's cross to the club ace and let's lead a heart. I think I'm going to play a heart to the jack. That didn't work. Okay, well, West kind of nicely cashes the ace of hearts for us and then plays back a spade. So we know East is roughing this trick, but there's just not much we can do about it. But trumps are pulled and we have the rest. Nothing to be done if the defense is double dummy on this after the jack of spades lead. Again, I think a pretty bad opening lead, but fortunately it works out for them here. As mentioned, the fourth suit club seems like a pretty reasonable alternative to try and set up some tricks. But if we had hopped up with the spade ace, which I don't think is a very sensible play, East could still, I mean, eventually West could get in with the queen of hearts, unblock partner's king of spades, and then get back in with the ace of hearts to give partner a rough. So I think 140 is likely to be the result at every table. Wow, how did we get to 4 clubs? We opened a no trump with what looks like a 16 count, although hard to count all of this with no aces. 2 diamonds by West is both majors. 2 no trump by partner is Lebensal. We bid 3 clubs. Forced, partner passes. So partner has a long club suit and a weak hand. 3 hearts on our right. And yeah, queen third of hearts, no support for partner suit. Obviously, a bunch more defense than offense. We don't want to compete. But we also just can't be comfortable doubling 3 hearts. Wait, how can East bid 3? Oh no, not again. The robots like to do this thing where they pass trying to gather more information from the opponent's auction. And I think this is just always the wrong thing to do. Maybe this is like a very old school style of bidding. I've noticed this actually from a lot of like older club level players who will pass, wait to see where the opponents end up, and then bid. And this is like a very safe way of bidding, right? Because like maybe East is sitting here with like a 9 count and doesn't know if North has a strong hand, and so wants to find out if their partner is weak before deciding how high to compete. And then when East sees that North actually has very few values, they assume their partner has some points, and now they compete to 3 hearts. But the problem is that you should just be doing this immediately and put pressure on the opponents to decide whether or not they want to bid on. Now, some of that could be conditional on the vulnerability. Here, East-West are favorable, but I think a direct 3 heart bid, because East has multiple ways to show a good hand. People will play unusual over unusual here when West has promised both majors. So especially with East being a passed hand and first seat, there's no way East could have a natural club or diamond suit that they want to bid. So 3 clubs and 3 diamonds would show good hardened spade hands. 3 hearts and 3 spades would just be competitive. And this would force North-South to decide whether or not they wanted to compete immediately. And additionally, I mean, on this specific hand, it would end up making the weak hand declare North. North would be the one who would have to balance 4 clubs. South would never have had the opportunity to bid. So anyway, I guess enough about the auction. So East 3 heart bid, kind of nonsensical, but I've seen the robots do this quite often. And North balances in with 4 clubs. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're pretty upset about the way this auction has gone as South. We don't have a club fit for partner. We have very few aces when partner has a hand that likely has shortness somewhere. You know, presumably hearts, given the auction, but partner could have a singleton diamond, in which case our king, queen, jack, fifth is going to be mostly worthless to them. I would expect to be going down 1 or maybe even 2 tricks on this auction, which feels kind of bad, but hopefully, you know, the rest of the field does the same thing. Partner has about what we expect. Looks like we are going down a trick. The opponents just have 4 top tricks. All right, they switched to trumps. I unfortunately don't think there's a good chance they're going to screw up in a cash out situation here. But maybe my best chance is to pull trumps and lead a diamond to the king. I expect West to have the diamond ace. Like, I'm thinking if I pull trumps and lead a diamond to the king, maybe West with ace doubleton of diamonds wins, cashes the other high heart, and then doesn't know what to exit. Only a robot problem, but I think in real life I would probably just end up claiming down 1 from here. This is interesting. So West has turned up with 2 clubs. They've promised 5-5 in the majors with 2 diamonds. I know I've seen Gib shade a little bit sometimes on distribution, but I think for the most part they're going to have 5-5 here, despite the vulnerability. So if I really wanted to try and make a ton of tricks, I could play a diamond to the 9 here. I'm just going to play a diamond to the king. They do cash the ace of hearts. And they do cash the ace of spades. Okay. Oh, and West was not, in fact, 5-5. West was only 5-4. Obviously a pretty normal bid on the West hand with a 15 count favorable. But minus 100 feels like a pretty flat board again. Ooh, doubled contract. That's often not what we want to see. Let's take a look at how we got here. A club by us. Partner bids 2 clubs inverted. I mean, so far we haven't done anything that looks unusual to me. 2 diamond overcall by East. Partner balances with 3 clubs, and we get a takeout double by East, which passes out. So West probably has 5 trumps, although the spade lead makes me a bit less certain of that fact. I mean, other information from the auction, the robots love overcalling vulnerable on pretty bad hands, so East might not exactly have a good 2 diamond bid. Wow, this spade lead is very interesting. So we have a spade loser. And probably 2 diamond losers. I don't know why West would not have led a diamond if they wanted to pick a suit to lead. Maybe I should count tricks instead. If clubs happen to be 5-0, I have 4 club tricks, hooking West for the queen. I have 3 spades and 2 hearts, which is 9 tricks already. First things first, let's play the jack of spades. I really do want to force East to win the ace, but I mean, against robots, it might work to play the king of spades to do this. But obviously, when West makes the opening spade lead, we would never fly the king, especially on this auction, so we may as well be consistent. Play our jack. We get a spade return. Okay. So East has 4 spades. Presumably they have 5 diamonds. I think we're about to pull trumps and figure out how many clubs they have. Obviously the opponents have screwed up on this one. We do have at least 9 tricks, and our objective is mostly going to be to try and take 10 if we can figure out how to do so. I don't really see a way to do it. Whoa! Clubs are not 5-0. Wow. So East has 1 club. They have, I mean, I guess five or 6 diamonds. They have 4 spades, given the opening lead, which was a doubleton. I suppose if East has 4 hearts, that's not possible. That's too many cards. If East has the Queen, Jack, 10 of hearts, and the Ace, Queen, Jack of diamonds, I think I can squeeze them. Let me think about that for a second. Because I could run clubs pitching 2 hearts from my hand, and then run spades pitching a diamond from dummy. No, that's not quite good enough. I don't think I can make any more tricks. It looks like we're just going to get 10 tricks here. 5 clubs, 3 spades, and 2 hearts. I do not believe I can do better than this. No, I'm totally right if East has the Queen, Jack, 10 of hearts and Ace, Queen, Jack of diamonds. Am I? I played 2 more clubs, and then I played 2 more spades, pitching a diamond. No, we're down to 5 cards. East can keep 3 hearts and 2 diamonds. There's just nothing. Okay, let's claim, what, making 10 tricks? 570? The opponents have... Wow. I mean, first off, nice bidding by East, which probably should have landed them in like 3 hearts in the 4-2 fit. And then nice pass by West with no defense and a huge diamond fit. Whoopsies. 570. On to board 4. 3 passes around to us. We open a spade. Partner bids 2 spades, and we bid game. Looks sensible to me. I think a lot of times at match points, people prefer to make game tries with these types of hands with shortness, whereas at teams, you would just bid game directly. But I don't see anything wrong. We do have a 6 trump. We have a lot of aces and kings. We have a singleton, which could be working, and looks like it is here. Diamond lead goes to East King. So East has the ace and king of diamonds. There's no way they also have the ace of hearts, otherwise they would have opened the bidding. So we'll try the jack here. That was unsuccessful. Oh. Get a diamond continuation. So West is turned up with the ace-queen of hearts, East is turned up with the ace-king of diamonds, and presumably West has the diamond queen. Otherwise, East would have won the queen at trick 1. Looks like a bit of a blind guess for the club queen. We can give ourselves a little bit of an extra chance by playing this hand as a show-up squeeze on West, because we're presuming the queen of diamonds is sitting over there. So we can run all of our major suits, holding on to the jack of diamonds until the very last trick, and then just go king of clubs, club to the ace. That feels like the best percentage chance. I mean, maybe we'll get some more information when we run spades about who potentially could be short in clubs. Spades are splitting. There's a club pitch from West. Doesn't mean a whole lot yet, but you know, if West discards another club, then and West discards yet another club. Okay. Well, the queen was onside anyway, so the show-up squeeze was working. Yeah, nothing the defense could do. They had to, we right-sided 4 spades. Otherwise, they could have gotten a heart ruff. On to board 5. Diamond by partner. East overcalls a spade, and we bid 2 hearts. 3 spades by West, preemptive. 4 hearts by partner. I'll pass. I mean, looks pretty reasonable. We have way too much wasted stuff in the opponent's suit to think about looking for slam. And also, with all this preemption happening, no reason for us to believe we can make too many tricks. Ace of clubs lead. We need to avoid a diamond ruff somehow. Okay. Well, let's win the spade ace. I don't think West has a singleton diamond. Either singleton ace or king, or small singleton. So I think let's see if trumps split first, because we obviously have the option of using the 3rd round of trumps to get over to the king, queen of clubs. It would require relying on not 6-1 clubs, which I think is pretty likely. East bid 1 spade, heard his partner preempt, and they're favorable. So if East had a 6-card club suit, then I'm pretty sure they would have saved in 4 spades. So yeah, let's pull a couple of rounds of trumps before deciding what we want to do next. Okay, trumps have split. I think I'm just going to unblock the jack of clubs. Hopefully this holds. And now they can have 2 tricks. Is there any reason to continue playing? I mean, maybe East hops up. Thank you for coming in to get banned. I appreciate when people announce that they want to be banned from the channel. Ooh, West out of void. Wow, so clubs were 5-2, but the other direction. It was a possibility, not really something I had mentioned, but I think it would have been reasonable to take this plan of pull trumps, cross to the king, queen of clubs, and lead a diamond to the jack. That was going to be my backup. Hey, Gandolius. Thank you for saying that you don't want to be banned. I appreciate it. I haven't had someone come in and, you know, spam the channel or whatever for a while. So it's always refreshing to get those people back in here. Lets me know that I'm still I'm still streaming to a giant world of people. All right, what happened on this auction? We opened a heart. Partner bid 2 hearts, and I went all pass. Now, where was the person who, I think this was on a YouTube comment, that someone said they were taught to bid a spade with these hands rather than making a simple raise? I mean, I probably would bid a spade with this hand anyway in the north, not because I think I would like to find a spade fit instead of hearts, but just because I think the hand's a little too good for a simple raise to 2 hearts. And we might, you know, hit the jackpot and find partner with a spade fit, like we do here. But anyway, we're in 2 hearts now. I think 2 hearts is quite reasonable on north cards. I don't really see a lot of merit to bidding 1 spade and then rebidding 2 hearts, supposedly trying to show a weak hand with both majors. But apparently that's a thing that people do. Ace of spades lead. The opponents have missed a big diamond fit. One of the opponents has at least 6 diamonds, and they never bid. We only have 13 ups at 8, so the opponents have like fairly even distribution between their hands. It's pretty likely that almost every suit's splitting well. Now, I mean, obviously in the spade suit, that means a 2-1 break. Well, we do have some issues. I'm trying to decide if I should put up the 10 of clubs. Yeah, see, Eric says, always awkward to show a fit after 1 spade unless you're strong. That's how I was taught. But I was told that other people don't do things that way, and I think it was Aaliyah, the Into Bridge robot, that did things the other way. Maybe Gib did this too. And I was just shocked that they thought it was correct to bid a spade with these types of hands instead of supporting partner's trumps, supporting partner's major. So what's the deal with the club suit? Why am I worried about just playing low? I mean, I definitely don't want East to stick in the 9. you had an auction where you got to 6 no before you could support your partner's suit. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why you don't do it when you're weak, is that when you have a weak hand and your hand is only really worth 1 bid, you want to tell your partner about the support, because if the auction gets out of hand, then at least your partner will know that you have support for their suit, and that could be the most important thing moving forward, rather than like gambling on finding a fit in a different suit. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on it. I just thought it was weird when it came up, but someone told me that apparently this is a real way to play. I don't think East is going to stick in the 9 if I play low. I think they'll either play the king or the jack, probably the king. And then I guess I'm leading a heart to the queen. I suspect the ace of hearts is offside, but I don't really want to play a heart to the 10 and then have a spade ruff come. Like losing to the jack and then a spade ruff. I would rather play a heart to the queen, let them ruff spades, and then just play for 2-2 trumps. Okay, ace of hearts is onside. That's good news. Another club. Guess I'm playing low. Okay. I'm not supposed to be hooking here, am I? I'm just gonna play the queen. All right, we made a lot of tricks. We made a lot of tricks. I guess neither opponent could bid there. East obviously could have overcalled 3. I mean, East should just be preempting 2 diamonds in first seat, let's be real. There's there's no reason why East shouldn't just preempt in first seat. It's bewildering to me that they would not. Is that suit really not good enough? King, queen, 8, 6? Unfavorable? I guess not. On to board 7. We have passed in first seat. Pretty good 10 count. 1 club on our left. Partner overcalls a diamond. Pass on our right is a very suspicious bid in this kind of auction. I mean, I guess it's not too suspicious if I have 10 highs. If board 6 is not good enough for a 2 diamond opener, what is? I think if they had the 10 of diamonds, they probably would have done it. I know they aren't ashamed of doing it with outside aces and kings, even though, like, conventionally they do not have outside aces and kings because they're August bid asked specifically for queens. Or not August, they're feature bid. Feature. They play feature over preamps. But yeah, I think it had to do with the trump suit itself. Maybe they just didn't have enough of the top 5 honors or whatever it is. I'm suspicious of these pass just because I'm 3-3 in the majors and the auction presents itself well for East to show a major suit. But I do have 10, West is open, partner's overcalled vulnerable. Maybe East is just completely broke. 1 no trump seems like the most practical choice. Partner's sitting over here with a 14 count. Yeah, partner's in a bit of a bind. I'm confident that partner does not believe 1 knows the right spot, but bidding 2 spades might be a little bit too forward going with that hand. So I can understand why partner would want to go a little bit low. Yeah, very tricky position. Well, I think if the king of spades is offside, we're in trouble. They're just going to have 5 hearts, the king of spades, and the ace of diamonds. And West is the opening bidder. I think we may as well take this finesse, right? Great. Good start. They do never lead away from honors. That much is a fact. So West must have everything else. Possibly without one of the heart honors. Like, I suppose it's possible West doesn't have the jack of hearts or something, but there's only, what, 13 high card points missing now that we've seen East turn up with the spade king? I'm surprised East didn't switch to hearts, looking at that singleton king and dummy. Maybe the heart suit's actually blocked. West could have ace, queen, jack, third. That would be useful. I am probably not taking the club finesse. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna lead the queen of diamonds. I mean, I could try a low diamond towards the king. All right, here we go. It does not look like the diamonds are splitting. Just to be completely clear about this. Whoa! Well, I'm pretty sure the diamonds are not splitting. Were the spades splitting? They were not. Okay, down one. Feels kind of bad with 24 highs that we can't make a no trump, but what ended up happening? Did the heart suit get blocked or something? I wasn't paying attention. They never cashed out hearts. A club went through. Diamond to the king, diamond, ace of hearts, queen of hearts, low heart, which blocked the heart suit. And then he switched back to clubs. Got it. Well, not much to be done. On to board 8. Club by West, a diamond overcall by our partner. We have a good hand. East bids a heart, and we come in with a spade. Seems reasonable so far. 2 hearts on our left, pass back to us. We balance with 2 spades. Sure, we have a 6-card suit, seems pretty reasonable. 3 hearts by West. Wait, I'm sorry. This bid doesn't exist in this auction. This bid's just impossible. Does our partner think 2 spades showed extra? 11 to 15 points? Why would we have to have 11? What do they think 1 spade showed? 7 or more. What? I'm sorry. Okay, well, apparently this is how things worked out. So we're in 4 spades with 21 highs and not a great fit. Nice diamond suit, by the way. Well, I'm only ever roughing 1 heart in the dummy. So I don't really see the need to pitch a diamond on the 3rd club immediately. I can always pitch a heart later. I might get put in a position where a 3rd round of diamonds comes through from East. Seems quite likely that East is long in diamonds. But let's force them to do it. I'm very worried this Jack of Clubs is from shortness, and so if I go Ace of Clubs, King of Clubs, West might rough in immediately, which I think is going to be bad for us. So okay. There's no way that... I'm sorry, hold on. The King of Diamonds, really? So West has the Ace King of Diamonds. It really does look to me like West has a singleton club. Like, this Jack of Spades switch is so weird. I'm tempted to duck this trick. Is that crazy? It's probably pretty crazy. West could just exit a heart, and then I'm in huge trouble. Does the play ever win this and lead a diamond? Maybe, right? So it looks to me like West is very likely to be 2, 4, 2, 5. Or 2, 4, 3, 4, I guess is also possible. Wait, West, the Jack of Clubs can't be, so West opened a club. Oh no, okay, hold on. New plan. So why would West not continue clubs here and instead has switched to the Jack of Spades? Oh, this is very confusing to me. This defense doesn't make any sense, does it? What if West is like 1, 4, 3, 5? That's probably not good news either. Well, if West is like 2, 4, 3, 4, can I go like Ace of Spades, King, Queen of Clubs, pitch a diamond, diamond ruff, heart ruff, diamond ruff, exit a heart? They're still gonna get a spade trick. Oh no. I think I'm down 1. Jack of Spades could be from Queen Jack Doubleton? It's possible. Okay, well, if I'm down 1 anyway, I think I should just lead a diamond up. Set up the diamonds, and then we made it. With a beer. Hold on. That was not the right defense from the opponents. Why did West never continue clubs? I'm so confused. Hold on. Okay, we got the Jack of Clubs lead. And I set up my heart ruff. So, am I missing something? I mean, cashing the King of Diamonds is kind of crazy. I don't see any reason to cash the Diamond King, but I don't think that necessarily hurt. Am I actually just making it from here? No, the Jack of Spades gave me too much trouble. I was correct about that. So the Jack of Spades happened. We won the ace. I played back a diamond. Yeah, there's no way I can make it from this spot, which is kind of wild. It's like almost everything works. We can set up the diamonds, but then they can knock out our club entry before we pull trumps. And I mean, even if they don't knock out the club entry, then West could just force us in dummy. Like, I think almost anything beats this. Okay, maybe not anything. Wow, really? They do have to play back a heart to tap us. So if West had just played another club here, what is my plan? Oh no, this all totally works. I get to pitch once. Right, because I can play the Queen of Diamonds. If East discards, I can pitch a loser. Whoops. I guess I need to cash the Club Queen first. But then I can play the Queen of Diamonds. If East discards, I get to pitch my Queen of Hearts, and then now I can take a Spade Finesse. And if East roughs in, I can over-ruff, rough my heart, and then return to hand by like roughing a club, and now I get to pull trumps because East has been forced to rough. Wow. So West did have to continue hearts. I made it a little bit more challenging for them. Still, I don't know why West wouldn't just play a club in this spot. I might have made it, might have gone down, but why would you not continue clubs? Okay, well, here we are. On to board 9. 4 boards to go. We got to 4 spades. How did this happen? A club by partner. We bid a spade. Partner bid 2 spades, and we decided to try game. I don't think this hand should just be bidding game. Even if this was imps, I think that's overdoing it, and even opposite a solid opening bid. Like, the Singleton King of Clubs, despite being in partner's suit, is just such a bad card. The Jack of Spades is probably useless. Queen Fourth of Hearts, Jack Third of Diamonds, there's so many losers to deal with. I think 4 spades is a bit too much. Probably worth inviting, but 4 spades is a lot of bidding. Let's see, what does partner have? Oh, good. Partner has a 15 count over there that they didn't open to no trump. And yet, game is still not cold. We might lose 2 hearts and 2 diamonds off the top. Well, let's see. Heart goes to the king, so at least our diamonds are protected. That's good news. Ace of hearts. Probably a diamond comes now to West's ace. And a trump switch. I think we have a claimer. Can just pull trumps. 420. Pretty flat one there. Would have been exciting if West had led a low diamond to trick one. I mean, I think a heart lead is kind of the standout on that type of auction. You're going to lead a red suit. Ooh, slam. So we're probably cold for 13 tricks, is usually the way these things work. 2 clubs by partner after 3 passes. We bid 2 spades positive, showing 2 of the top 3 honors. Partner raises. We bid key card. I would say generally you don't want to do this unless you have a good control over the auction, and I would be very concerned about having control over this auction. Like, partner could have ace, king, queen of clubs and the ace of diamonds, and that's one way that we have no minor suit losers. Or partner could have ace, king, queen of diamonds and the ace of clubs, and that would also work out. But the reason why you generally want the stronger hand to bid key card is that they're looking at more of the assets, and so they'll more often than not know about extra sources of potential tricks than you would. So as south here, I would definitely start by Q-bidding. Maybe even go through some sort of like non-serious or something if you wanted to mess with that. But for no trump and taking over with key card is probably the wrong thing to do because we might just have a grand. Partner shows 3. Aha! So we have whiffed on a grand slam. We're off a key card. Well, we're off an ace. And then the question is, at match points, do we want to be in spades or do we want to be in no trump? I think this is a pretty clear 6 no trump bid from our side, despite the singleton diamond and the distribution, side 4 card suit. I just have to believe with 10 highs opposite partners' normal 2 club opening range, because partner's likely to be in the 22 to 22 or more balanced distribution. We have 32 highs, we're missing an ace. Pretty likely that 6 no trump is going to have 12 tricks somewhere when we have 5 of them in our own hand in spades. But we're here now. We are in 6 spades, and we are off the ace. Ace of diamonds, it looks like. So 6 no trump does have 12 tricks. 5 spades, 3 hearts, 3 clubs, and a diamond. But the opponents have not taken their diamond. Although it doesn't seem like we actually have any chance to pitch it. If the 9 of clubs is a true card, it's from shortness, and there's no way to squeeze east and clubs and like diamonds, for example. We're going to have to rough our hardened dummy to get an extra trick this way. So I think we're just going to take 12 tricks. I mean, I will try and play it out. There's a club pitch from east. It's starting to sound more and more like clubs are 5-1. Jack of diamonds discard from east. Yup. Holding? Oh, unlucky. Alright, 12 tricks. Nothing to be done on that one. Another doubled contract. Don't the opponents ever learn? They doubled us before and it didn't work. Also in clubs. Lots of bidding here. Okay, first off, we have a 10 count. We passed in first seat. 3 passes go around to east who bid 1 heart. We passed again, which is insane. Obviously, we should just be overcalling a spade. West bids 2 clubs Drury. And our partner... I don't understand what this means at all. It says takeout double, then it says rebiddable clubs. So it can't both be a takeout double and showing natural clubs. I think most players play double of these artificial bids when they're strong as showing the suit. So I believe this shows clubs. 2 diamonds shows a full opener, invitational to game. A little bit unusual to play systems on over this double. I think, yeah, good thing the double also shows the king, queen of clubs. 2 of the top 3 honors, right? Yeah, there's a lot of confusing things happening with this double. Once the opponents interfere, you don't need to play systems on for this kind of stuff anymore, because pass effectively would show extras. Like 2 hearts would be your weak bid, and everything else would still show game interest. 3 spades. Having not overcalled the first time, we're now perfectly happy jumping to 3 spades, which is probably the right thing to do. If partner has a club suit, we have a fit showing jump here. They don't think it's a fit showing jump. I don't even know what's going on in these explanations anymore. Partner bids 4 diamonds to show diamonds and clubs. Pass. We pass. Oh my god. This is too good. This is what I mean when I say that the robots don't understand, like, correcting to partner's longer suit. Partner has bid clubs first, and now bid diamonds, and we have more clubs than diamonds. We should be playing this in clubs, not in diamonds. 4 diamonds, pass, pass. West doubles, showing diamonds or whatever. 5 clubs by us. Double by West, just this is the most ridiculous auction I've ever seen. And here we are. We're off 3 aces. 3 of spades lead. Okay, what did the opponents do again? East opened a heart, West bid Drury, and then East showed some game interest. Gotcha. King of hearts switch. 10 of diamonds. Okay. Probably want to play the king here. We have a lot of work to do to get enough tricks. I mean, to get out for down 1. But I'm going to trust the 10 of diamonds. Like, if East had Jack 10 third or something, they... Or, I don't know what else this could be from. But if East had that holding, then they could have just continued hearts. So I'll play the king. All right. That's good news. But West does still have some sort of like natural diamond trick. So West is turned up with what looks like the ace of hearts and the ace jack of diamonds. Which means I think East has the spade queen. Like, obviously I could ruff a heart, cross and clubs, ruff a heart, pull trumps, and then end up losing a diamond. I get out for down 2. I would like to find a way to set up my spades, but maybe I just don't have enough entries to do it. Heart ruff, spade ruff. I mean, if clubs split, I probably can. I could go like heart ruff, spade ruff, heart ruff, spade ruff, club to the king, spade ruff, club to the queen. Do I have enough trumps to do all this? I have not been doing a good job counting. Heart ruff, spade ruff, heart ruff, spade ruff, club to the king, spade ruff, yeah, club to the queen. So if clubs are 2-2, I can make the rest of the tricks from here. Do I think that's likely? West has 4 diamonds. It looks like West might have 4 hearts. We don't know that. I mean, one of the opponents has an extra trump that we don't know about. Probably East, actually. Right? East cashed exactly 1 heart and then switched to diamonds. So I think hearts are 6-3. The opening spade lead was the 3, which is the lowest outstanding spot, but that could be from 3 or 4 of them. We know diamonds are 4-2. So if clubs split, that means West shape would be 3 hearts, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 4 spades, which is all very possible. But I guess in that case, the queen of spades falls, right? East queen of spades would fall after 2 roughs. And otherwise, clubs are not splitting, in which case we should just cash out for down 1. So maybe the plan then is heart ruff, spade ruff, ace of clubs and a club. Yeah, I like this plan. Because now we find out if things split. Oh, you know, a second thought is maybe I can pull one round of trumps, and then if West has 3 clubs, I can actually ruff the 4th diamond in my hand as West follows. Ooh. Maybe this is the play. So we go like heart ruff, king of clubs, diamond to the queen. Actually, there's probably a way to do everything now that I'm thinking about it. Can I find out if the queen of spades falls? Heart ruff, spade ruff, club to the king, spade ruff. If the queen falls, I can pull trumps and claim. If not, now we assume that East had started with 1 club and West had 3. So I could go heart ruff, diamond to the queen, diamond ruff, spade ruff. I'm all good. Okay, I think I've figured it out. It's taken me some time. So ace of clubs, club to the king. No. What did I say? Club to the king, spade ruff. Yeah. Okay. So the queen of spades did not drop, therefore East started with 1 club. At least we hope. No! No! Clubs were 2-2. East cashed 1 heart and then switched to the 10 of diamonds. That's so crazy to me. I was banking everything on hearts being 6-3. Oh well, we did our best. A bunch of people are going to get out for down 1 there. Last board, diamond by partner, 3-0 by us. We have 15. Sure. I really don't like these jumps to 3-0, but I guess sometimes you just have to do it. This hand is probably as close as you would like to being ideal for it. I don't like the fact that we have really good diamonds. So if partner has like queen 6th of diamonds and a 15 count over there, we can easily make a slam. But here we are. Partner has 14. We get a heart lead. Looks like there's probably not a ton of guesswork to be done on this hand. We'll have to guess the spade suit, try and get a trick out of that. We might need to guess the 3rd round of clubs if an honor drops. Hearts are 4-4. Based on the opening lead. Or I guess West could have led from a 3-card suit. I guess I'll just duck a heart. I'm kind of tempted to win the ace of hearts and run the jack of spades. Let's give that a try, actually. Okay. At least we scored a spade trick, so that's good news. Now, if we have all of the tricks. I mean, if East had ace, queen, doubleton of spades, and clubs split and diamonds split, I guess we can take the rest from here. And even if not, I think I should win the king of hearts. It's possible that West somehow gets strip squeezed. Okay, West has started to unblock the heart suit. That's not what I like to see. Well, let's start on diamonds. That suit offers the least amount of flexibility to us in how we play it. Looks like the diamonds are not breaking. Clubs were splitting, though. West has unblocked all of the hearts, so I think we just have to cash the king of spades. I was planning to do the wrong thing. I was just going to run the jack of spades. It's kind of a guess. Convenient that East topped up with the ace. You know, an alternative would be to win the ace of hearts and lead a low spade to the king, I guess. Kind of makes sense. How'd we end up doing? Oh, board 11. It kills me. I came up with a great line of play. And yet, we just needed to play for trumps to split. But not bad. Pretty flat set overall. We started out with 2 flat boards and couple of other, you know, effectively 50% scores. Board 8. Yeah, this was the one where the defense kind of had a hard time. I mean, we definitely made it a little more challenging for them by throwing West in a couple of times. I think they should have got it right. Like, it doesn't seem very natural to me to... I mean, first off, cashing the king of diamonds put them in this really awkward spot, right? If West had just continued clubs at trick 3 from this position, then they would have done a lot better.